A new weapon in the battle against malaria has taken to the skies. On Tanzania's Zanzibar archipelago, researchers are flying drones armed with Aquitaine AMF, a non-toxic, colourless solution. It's being sprayed on rice fields, typical breeding grounds for the Anopheles mosquito that spreads malaria. The liquid creates a thin film on top of the water, preventing mosquito pupae and larvae from breathing at the surface.
That's malaria mosquitoes, you see that?
Put simply, it drowns them. It's a method that tackles the transmission of malaria at the source, says Dr. Bart Knowles.
This is where the problem starts. These are the breeding grounds of mosquitoes. So once we control them here, we will see far fewer mosquitoes making it to the houses where people live, biting these people and therefore transmitting malarial disease.
The World Health Organization says malaria killed 435,000 of the 219 million people who were infected in 2017. Sub-Saharan Africa accounted for more than 90% of global deaths. Scientists hope to expand this technology across the continent, saying the drones are efficient and cost-effective. That's especially when dealing with large irrigated areas, says Professor Wolfgang Richard Mukabana.
As you can see, the way the paddies look like, it's very difficult to just walk through the paddies and apply the chemical. So you want to have something that can just spray it on the water surface, it spreads, does its job, and that is it.
The Aquitaine solution is made by Australian company Aquitaine Products, which says it is highly permeable to gases, meaning that while it stops the mosquitoes from breathing, it still allows the water to be oxygenated.
In the first Million MAGA March, we promised that if the GOP would not do everything in their power to keep Trump in office, then we would destroy the GOP. And as we gather here in Washington, D.C. for a second Million MAGA March, we're done making promises. It has to happen now. We are going to destroy the GOP.
Let's go! Destroy the GOP! 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 Destroy the GOP!
The GOP wants us to hold the line and vote for rhinos like David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler in the Georgia Senate.
We wanted to see the true footprint social gatherings like spring break beach crowds could really have on our society in the face of a global pandemic. To do so, we started with the big picture, powering our engine with billions of anonymized location data points from mobile devices across the globe. Using tectonics, we can then zoom in on specific regions. Here, we focus specifically on just one beach in Fort Lauderdale during the month of March. Again, each of these data points shown on the map corresponds to a unique mobile device active on a given day. You can see clearly that device activity spikes during the 2-week stretch of early to mid-March corresponding with spring break. No surprise. Now, using an analysis called a spider query, we can actually track movement of these devices over the remaining weeks of March, seeing where these devices went after spring breakers left the beach. As we zoom further and further out, it becomes clear just how massive the potential impact just one single beach gathering can have in spreading this virus across our nation. It can be hard for us to realize sometimes just how connected our world really is, until the data tells the stories that we just can't see.
What sort of alternative society and culture do
one that doesn't make guns and bombs, one that's not at war with itself constantly, one that doesn't poison the air, doesn't poison the land, doesn't poison the sea, one that has enough respect for each other and the planet we live on and all the other life forms that share this planet that we live on, one that has enough respect for all of that to live in a way that's completely sustainable, that is beneficial to all of life, so that mankind becomes a symbiotic life form that's supporting the life of its host planet instead of being a parasitic life form that's devoiding its host planet of its ability to support life. At the moment, I'm sat on a train going to Auschwitz, and I know that there's gas ovens at the end of the line. And I can't think of anything that makes me happy on this journey. There's nothing to celebrate.